Welcome back, AfterBuzzers, to the Real Housewives of Potomac After Show. Tonight we are talking about the ladies in the Grand Caymans. We're talking about the wigs you love to hate. And we're talking about Gizelle and Karen going toe-to-toe. All that and more coming up for you next.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome back to the Real Housewives of Potomac After Show. I'm your host, Erika Edwards, but I couldn't do it with my amazing chicas here. The queen of the Gizelle fan club, the amazing Alexis.
Hey, everybody.
Our newest Real Housewives of Potomac expert, Dani.
Hey, guys.
And the queen of all things news and gossip, Lauren.
Hey, guys. Also my birthday.
Yay. So tonight we're recapping season 4, episode 15. Cayman, we all get along. So let's overall, how we always do, and stay tuned until the end, you guys, because we have news and gossip, tweets, shadiest moments, all that jazz that you know we do. But before we get to that, what did you guys think overall of the entire episode?
I thought the episode was okay. It was exciting to see them begin their trip. As we know, last week was a snooze fest, so I think it was definitely a step up from last week. But I am excited to see some drama unfold, and it looks like we're going to get that. But we're not there yet, so...
I thought it was a really good episode. I was ready for a trip, and I think we got a really good argument out of this episode, and I'm ready for the rest to unfold.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited. I think all the seeds were planted. A little bit of drama, but we can have a little bit more. It's going to be a good one next week, especially.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's always good when you get them out of the country, so it's nice to see them shake it up again, shake it up a little bit. All right, so let's start off sort of with, I think, the snoozing part of the episode, which was kind of like their prep to leave. So we'll start with, so Monique couldn't fly, and so she's pregnant or whatever. So there's this scene where Monique is going to the chiropractor, and she brings in Karen. So, I like to see Monique going to the doctor, sort of, but I'm not clear on why she's like, oh, okay, I got to bring the girls. But it's interesting. I mean, I like her dynamic with Karen, but I'm always... I don't know, to me, those segments seem extremely produced, because it's like, girl, do you need, but whatever. Those are my thoughts. What do you guys feel about that?
I think Karen is tired of going to the doctor's appointments. She's gone to 4 doctor's appointments just this season. Okay, it's a wrap for the doctor's appointments, okay?
Yeah.
Next.
It's definitely filler produced fluff. Girl, okay. Oh, I can't feel my hips. It's okay, Monique. You have an easy pregnancy. It looks like everything's going well. You don't have to try to force these issues. Just go to your appointments like normal.
Yeah. I agree. When I was watching it, I was like, why did Karen need to come with her to do that? To come get your back popped?
Yeah, and Karen was like that too, all right.
Exactly, because I felt like that in the at the other doctor's appointment where it was the ultrasound, but then they didn't reveal the sex of the baby, so it's like, well, why are we all here? What are we doing here? I mean, I do like it on Real Housewives when they go to get any sort of special freaky skin treatment or something, or go get their bowels moved, whatever they're gonna do to kind of beautify themselves. I do like those, but just random doctor's appointments, I could do with just maybe one. So, but Monique, we want you to stay healthy, so keep going, girl. You just don't have to film it.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying. So then we also saw, now I did like this kind of, it was cute to see Gizelle with her girls. Again, I think her daughters are so adorable. And the one thing I kind of felt with Gizelle is that with her daughters, she keeps talking about, was it Adore? Whichever twin feels like she's left out or whatever. I feel like Gizelle is pushing for a storyline to me.
Yeah, with Angel.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling, because it's I don't know, I feel like outside of, I guess, maybe if she has this beef with Robin, I feel like she doesn't really have anything going on for herself sort of in the season.
I don't know if I agree about that.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's Gizelle. I don't agree. Like, I don't think Gizelle really needs to fish for a storyline, because even if she doesn't have something specifically going on in her life, she's always going to be the pot stirrer. And a lot of the arguments and the fights that we've had this season has been because Gizelle stirred it up and did something to make all these problems come to the light. Okay. So I don't think that she has to fish for a storyline.
Fair enough. Being messy is your storyline.
Yeah.
Do you, boo?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she has to do.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think debate, like, her daughter is a storyline, because I relate to her daughter. I'm a middle child, so I know how it feels to be ignored. So that, I think, is real, you know? But I think that she does stir the pot enough for her to not really have to fish for a storyline.
Yeah.
Because she does the most in every episode, so it keeps it going.
I agree with you, though. It does feel like, girl, we know you. She feel neglected. Like, how many times we got to talk about
Yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah.
But
Well, yeah, like that's, I mean, when I saw that section, I was like, okay, we keep flashing back, and she did make an effort and stuff, so I was like, okay, I feel like we're kind of with Monique and her mother-in-law. Like, I'm seeing too many of the same old clips.
Yeah.
And I feel like her daughter, like, she's bonding with her daughter, and she's doing a better job, and that's great, so go back to therapy, girl, because you need help there. But I love you, and I don't care what Karen said about your wig. I love it.
Am I the only one who thought that was her real hair?
I didn't think it was her real
No,
hair.
I
I thought it's a sew-in.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
it was
a sew-in or
right.
like some micro links or something.
Yeah, I didn't think it was her real hair, but I definitely, I don't think it's a wig.
No,
either.
Yeah, I don't
So,
either.
I was like, Karen, pull back.
Pull back, because you have some bad wigs.
Your wig has been looking good for one season, girl.
Yeah.
So
I
pull it
wouldn't
in.
I wouldn't pick Gizelle as somebody that has a bad wig ever.
Yeah, I mean,
her
we've
hair
seen her
looks
get her
natural
hair done.
usually.
We've seen Cal do it. It's definitely a leave out.
Yeah, it's leave out.
Yeah,
And then sew in
I mean,
in the
Gizelle could go to Atlanta and still be swinging her weave with the best. So I think Gizelle actually has a great weave job.
It was just kind of weird, yeah. Why did she say that, Karen?
I think she just wanted to say something about Gizelle because Gizelle said something about Katie. But
exactly, and I was like, but that's not it, bro. That's not it. You can't.
There's
go
a lot
for
of things you can say about Gizelle, but I don't think it can really come for her hair.
I agree.
I do kind of want to see it darker though. I just want to see what she would look like.
Yeah,
because I feel like it would bring out different, like her eyes more and stuff. I think she'd be cute with it.
Yeah,
very true, very true. And then we saw a little bit of Michael and Ashley. And their sort of interesting interaction.
That was an interesting. The only thing I remember is that Michael had on an orange shirt.
Yeah,
I remember him riding
on the Peloton bike.
He was on that bike a few times, huffing and puffing. I was like, dude, don't have a heart attack on that bike.
Please.
And then she came out with her little like sea outfit, which I kind of like, was this a costume party? I thought they just meant, maybe they just wanted you to wear something blue or something. I don't know. So, so that was a little chance for her to kind of flash him or whatever. But I do feel like he does sort of mellow her out with the girls. Like sometimes I think the advice that he gives her as far as, kind of staying grounded and not letting stuff get to her is actually valid advice for her.
Yeah, I mean, when you're like 80, you just learn to look beyond things.
Exactly. And that is one of the perks of marrying somebody old and rich.
I love how everyone is consistently like, that 80-year-old man, like, like this is real age.
Right.
But I mean, he's definitely, I think, at least 73, so,
Michael is 56.
He is?
Yes, guys, we talked about this.
No.
But remember they tried to say he was lying.
Yes. We'll have to bring receipts for you guys.
Right.
Next week we will bring them.
Michael Darby's high school photo.
Right. He's got to be older than 56. Yeah. I don't care how long he's been in the sun. All right, so.
I looked it up and it said that
it says
Michael
he's
Darby's
73.
73.
But he tried to say he was 56, and then people were like, no.
Yeah,
you were born in the 40s. And
wait, no, that's not him. This is not him in this picture.
Oh.
I see what you see, Bree. That's not him.
But they said that he was like 73.
But I agree with you. He is 73.
We're going to come back to that next week because I do remember him saying 56, and then I also remember other people bringing receipts for 73.
This is his photo, and it does say 73.
Yeah,
73.
yeah,
I think they just messed up the photo on Google.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I did see that 73 before. So.
No clue.
We'll unpack this.
All right, so the ladies are going to Grand Cayman, and I will say this because I know people read her, but Robin, I am here for you, girl. I missed my flight to Barbados, and I know what it's like to have people waiting on you, and you don't make it.
But Robin is
sad.
Always
she gotta do better with that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Got to do better with that.
You still my spirit animal, girl, because I'm late all the time. So
she missed Candace's entire wedding ceremony. That's not okay. Not okay.
Oh
my gosh. So the girls make it out. So let me ask you guys this. So when they get to the Grand Caymans, and Gizelle appoints herself the queen, and then Robin, when she's called, she's like, okay, but she leaves Ashley in charge. What did you guys think about that?
I think Robin was being petty. And I don't really understand, like, okay, I get Robin being irritated with Gizelle, but I don't like when people are just irritated and do petty stuff like that instead of just going to the person and saying, I don't like that you did this. Because obviously Gizelle doesn't know that Robin feels away, and I don't think she thought that she was doing anything bad that night. So it's like, why are you doing petty stuff but not telling her that you have an issue with something that she did?
I think it's petty in the name of the show. It doesn't feel like petty. Like, I mean, I feel like Gizelle has definitely said way pettier things even about Robin. So I don't know. It just seemed like it was good for the show, for the episode. To mix
it wasn't petty to me, and to Gizelle, like, not knowing about what she did was wrong. Girl, you were old enough to know that acting a fool in front of all of these professional people is wrong. You were too old for that.
When Candace said, you guys are the veterans, you were seasoned.
You are too old. You are grown. You're the oldest of the group.
Very true, but I really strongly agree with Alexis on this. I definitely felt not so much that it was petty, but that it was very passive aggressive. Because I feel like, point blank, you have a problem with Gizelle, and you're kind of doing these little things, like you put her in a room with Karen, so you knew that was going to be crazy, and you clearly kind of, okay, we're always roomies, we're best friends, blah blah blah. No, now all of a sudden you want Ashley to feel like a queen. Like, I don't even know if Gizelle might just now be starting to get like, oh, okay, I guess maybe Robin has an issue with me. But to me, she's kind of like a punk, afraid to talk to her, and is doing passive aggressive stuff.
I agree with that.
I agree with that part.
Yeah, it's passive aggressive.
I agree with the punk part. Like, girl, if you have a problem with her,
y'all some thugs.
Well, okay, maybe not a punk, but like, girl, like,
I think she's scared though. Like,
you're scary. It seems like you're very scared.
I want her to apologize, so I'm gonna kind of do these little things, and maybe she'll guess I'm upset.
And you want to wait for her to apologize. Like, no, if I have a problem, I'm gonna say at that moment, that was not cute what you did.
Right.
Period. And her putting Gizelle and Karen in a room together was just foul. It was just too much.
And
like, you know that they don't like each other.
Right. Exactly. And it's like, okay, you could just talk to her because she's actually supposedly one of your best friends.
I guess I just like it's petty, it's passive aggressive, but I just don't think Robin is as devious to plan this. Like, I feel like the producers were like, look, Robin, this is what you're gonna say. I just don't feel like Robin is devious enough to think of that.
Yeah, Robin isn't
But
devious,
either way, it's passive aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's mad at Gizelle, and she's not at the point where she's ready to confront her. So she's doing kind of like little stuff that hopefully Gizelle will catch the hint. And so, so that's kind of the thing that to me kind of sat a little wrong, because you haven't told her anything yet. And now she's like, what's going on.
And I believe that Robin can be devious. Like, Robin has done some shisty stuff. She's just never done it to Gizelle.
Right, exactly.
So I think that's what makes it different this go around. It's like, oh, she's doing this to Gizelle, but at the same time, why are you going through all this and you can't even talk to the girl?
Yeah. I wanted to shout out Jay Satir. He says they all are passive aggressive. They can't let anything slide and have to be a major intervention to hash out the smallest piece of drama. He also said we were shady AF for calling Michael 80.
I'll take that.
Sometimes the truth can be shady, man. The truth can be shady.
CCF Freak also said, I find it funny that Bravo chose Robin to host this year. What did y'all think about that?
Oh my gosh.
Robin of all people, though.
Okay, first of all, I pulled a tweet on this. I have to really Google and get an understanding about who pays for what. Because I was like, Robin is the brokest out of everybody. So how is she? I'm just saying, you just got this money from your house. Like, who is paying for this presidential suite? Like, Hopefully Bravo's paying for everything. But I'm like the whole, because usually sometimes the housewives are treating each other for stuff or whatever. That's how they lead you to believe. And I'm like, well, Robin is just getting her money together. So that is the only thing that I'm curious about. I totally support you, girl. So, you know. If you got it, you got it. I don't care, but that's the part where I was like, wait, Robin's hosting? I think Bravo's hosting.
I think it's Bravo too. Oh, child.
That's funny.
Sorry. I love you, girl. I love you. And I love Juan. You know I love Juan, girl.
Oh, all right.
Before we move on.
Close his legs tightly. Oh, the latest number, though, Michael's 59 from Joseph Boza. So we will find out.
We'll find out.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Because he's aging like milk. Okay.
I cannot.
All right, you guys. Before we move on to the next topic, Dani has something great and exciting to tell you guys.
Yes, I do. We just want to thank you guys so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk. For us to continue to grow, we could really use your help. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you're on iTunes, give us a rating. AfterBuzz means so much to all of us here on this panel, and we want to thank you guys for tuning in with us each and every week to watch us do what we love. We love you guys so much.
Yes, we do.
Period.
Exactly. And give us a thumbs up because you're watching anyway.
Yes.
So enjoy it. All right, you guys. So the first major blowout that we see is between Gizelle and Karen once they realize they're going to be roomies. And again, we have a wonderful, wonderful, flashback clips of them fighting in the lobby of the hotel, which is what our people do. So
what they do.
She means when she says our people, she means the people on Housewives.
That's absolutely what I meant, without a doubt. All right, you guys. So what did you guys feel about that whole, they're still beefing about the Instagram thing? How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, to me, I was like, why all of a sudden are they talking about this? It happened months ago. Is this... it's not the first time they've been around each other since then. So I'm like, why is Karen all of a sudden now she's mad and it wants to be addressed? I don't get it. But they find any reason to argue, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I think it was just convenient. It was like, let's just have an argument here, make good TV. But I do think that they need to stop acting up in these lobbies. It is not cute. All of those people looking at you are not laughing with you. They're laughing at you.
Yeah.
So act right. You're too old for that.
And consequently, us.
Right.
I don't know why this is late, because they even said they showed the timestamp 2 months ago. Why are we talking about this? I guess maybe they told Karen a little bit after, but even still, she's known for at least a month. So I don't know. I do think that I don't understand why Karen is upset, but I don't think Gizelle is right either. You can't tell people how to grieve.
Yeah, you can.
But I don't get why Karen cares.
Yeah.
You know she gonna talk about you.
Yeah.
Well, I think a couple things. One is I totally agree with everybody. I was kind of like, wait, are we manufacturing arguments right now? Because I thought they have at least maybe tried to get it together since then. I don't have to go through all the episodes, but I'm like, yeah, you've seen her. All of a sudden now you're so mad about it. That's one thing. And then the thing, I guess I need to go back and look at the clips a little bit more clearly. Because to me, when Karen was on Instagram, she's saying, oh, I was thanking these people. But when we see her on Instagram, she was kind of talking about going to South Africa. She was basically just going live chit-chatting. Yeah. So I thought that's why Gizelle was upset but they did so much screaming that never actually came out. But Karen is like, oh, I was grieving and I was thanking these people. Well, when we saw you, boo, you weren't doing that. You were just kind of kicking it on live after you told them you were tired or sick or whatever lie she made up.
They probably just didn't show that part, but I believe her.
Because if you be on people's lives, you'd be like, oh, they'll get on. Say if any of them go live after, then after they're like, oh, you're from South Africa? I love South Africa.
Yeah, when people are commenting back.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying that she didn't. I'm not saying that she wasn't grieving. What I'm saying is, from what I saw and the way it was cut, that's what Gizelle saw. So if Gizelle turns on live and she sees you kicking it up, that's why she had an attitude. So part of it, I feel like if you all could calm down and stop yelling and listen to what each person is saying, I think they both are somewhat right. When she saw her, she was kind of chit-chatting, but maybe she was grieving earlier. She didn't see the whole live, blah, blah, blah. But they're sort of not even listening to each other.
I think either way, if she didn't want to go out on the town done with y'all, she's a grown woman. She does not have to go out on the town.
But she don't have to make up a lie, because I think she said something like, "Oh, I forgot what she said, but she made up a lie about it." And then they're like, "Okay, but really, she's back on the room live." Which you can do what you want to do. We all grown, but just be like, "Okay, I don't want to hang with you."
Why couldn't you just say
be straight up?
I just don't want to go out?
I think she was grieving and just didn't want to go out.
I just think it's really dumb in general. On all sides, like you said, perception what the person saw, but one, Gizelle, why are you mad about it? Karen, why do you care that she's mad?
Yeah,
right. Why
totally
do you care?
agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for both of you, please, it's 2 months ago. Why are we still talking about it?
Right.
Yeah, and maybe it was just me, but when it happened, I didn't think it was like a real deal, something that somebody was mad about. I thought they were just playing.
I thought it was just gonna, I never thought that was gonna come back up.
Like a serious issue.
It was never that serious.
Yeah, because I want to say, I think she was watching the live. Maybe she waved at some, so I was like, it's not like it wasn't sort of already sort of revealed. So I'm surprised that there's this much animosity this long later.
Yeah.
All right, so Gizelle gets her own room, and there's all of that. So now we see a little bit more about Katie and Ashley's beef, which is really interesting. So Ashley has heard all the rumors of what Katie has said about her. And, I guess Katie has also been on social media talking about the custody of her children. So there's a lot of sympathy on Katie's side as well. So where do you guys... Are you guys team Ashley, team Katie? Where are you guys in this beef?
I think in this particular situation, I'm kind of leaning more team Ashley, just because I didn't understand why Katie was coming for her in the first place. Like Ashley said, I thought we were cool. Like, I confided in you. Like, we've been acting like everything's all gravy, but then you're talking about me and calling me stupid and talking about my husband behind my back to the other girls. So it's like, why is she doing this to her? So for that reason alone, I'm kind of team Ashley.
Honestly, I can't even pick a team. It's just too much going on. I can't pick a team. Ashley says in that scene, well, you're not my friend, okay? If that's not your friend, why
are you upset? Why are you
mad? Why did you expect, someone to be loyal to you if you do not consider them a friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What show are you on? I'm sorry. You get a check from Bravo. What do you expect?
Yeah, I didn't get, now that you bring that up, she was like, yeah, they can talk about me. They're my friends. Yeah. What? Shouldn't they be the people defending you?
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't pick a side between them. I do, the thing is, it's just, I don't know, I still can't empathize with Ashley because she's never actually apologized for doing anyone wrong. But on the surface, taking away everybody's histories, it is wrong because she did open up herself to her. But at the same time, why would you open up to Katie? Especially you yourself, Ashley, being a messy person, you should have known not to do that. But it's a part of living.
Yeah, I kind of agree a lot with Alexis on this. I was team Ashley primarily because, I get Katie's point in that everybody was talking about you. Why are you coming down so hard on me? But, everybody else at least pretended to come from a place of, it doesn't matter what Michael's doing. We're concerned about Ashley, which was probably BS nonetheless. But she was the only one who was like, nah, she's stupid. And the issue that I had with it more so that really made me be like, okay, she's coming hard, is because she doubled down. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, you called the girl stupid, and then she came back, yeah, you are stupid. So it's like, okay, and then at that point, I was like, it's hard for me to have sympathy for you, Katie, because you're coming so hard for her. And Ashley's like, but, I trusted you, blah, blah, blah. And Katie's just like almost like she didn't care.
Yeah, we usually see Katie being the strong person that's going to tell you to your face, yada, yada, yada. But Katie, I was so disappointed when you played stupid. She didn't know what she said. Girl, come on. She's like, I don't think I called you stupid.
Right, first she's like, I don't remember. And then she's like, well, you are dumb.
Well, you are dumb and stupid. Girl,
Katie,
you know what you said.
Yeah, you are going through something right now, I think.
Yeah.
Again, low expectations. I just didn't expect nothing else from Katie. Katie seemed like she's very flighty, and now that we know she has all this other stuff going on, I don't know why you expecting loyalty out of people, y'all. Again, what show is this? Give me shelter. I want to shout him in the chat because he keeps saying, never team Ashley in all caps. Never. And a lot lot of people are saying too that they like Katie, but she was obviously under the influence during the whole situation.
Oh my gosh!
I think that about Katie all the time.
But this time today in this episode, I was going to ask you guys about that because it was something, especially at the table. She looked like either maybe she was drunk or high or something, but she did not look right, like in the face to me.
I think that I've been thinking that about Katie since season 1. I've always thought that she was on something, and it's nothing new.
And to keep it 100, to really walk out in the hot streets with that wig on, you've got to wonder.
I knew she was about to say something.
Wonder, like for real.
I thought Katie was out of it when Candace was like, "Are you good?" or whatever, and she's like, I'm starting my period, so like I'm sick. Like, what? Girl, that was so random. Like, she didn't hear the whole conversation before that.
Yeah, she's genuinely in her own world.
Yeah,
like,
she is.
It's interesting to watch.
I love Katie.
Yeah, I mean, I do really like Katie, and genuinely, I think she does bring a lot. I think she's really coming hard, so, to work to get back on the show, and she's doing a good job with that, but she definitely came hard for Ashley. And now what I found interesting was Karen was very much like, is very much team Katie, and I guess, she can't stand Ashley. I don't know. But it's like, what I found interesting, I guess, about Katie is that Katie was coming so hard at Ashley, and then at the very end, she's like, well, I am going through something, so if that means you can't be my friend. And I was like, wait a minute, you just called her stupid. How now it's all like you're so hurt? So I don't know. Her whole argument seemed to kind of go in a circle.
Yeah. Ashley did say some pretty hurtful things as well, though. Like that's why I was like,
she absolutely.
Like,
Ashley did not. She got the read on.
She did.
But that was like kind of like just kind of malicious to me. I don't know. Like maybe because my thing is, if you're confident in yourself, you're not an idiot. It doesn't bother you if someone's like, oh, she's dumb. Like, okay, you're dumb. Like, like that's childish. But to be like, yeah, you need to fill the void in your legs, blah blah blah, and then still come back with like, I trusted you. Like that's all. Talking about my legs, my void, my home.
Right.
So they both are doing this weird denial. I'm the victim, but I'm the bully.
Exactly.
Thing going on.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. And I think it's kind of weird because they both do seem to be going through these sort of outside struggles or whatever that they're revealing to the show, so to speak, and going through these hard times, and then they're both kind of, coming hard and then really can't take it back. Can't take it in the end.
Yeah.
So then Robin, my girl, finally shows up.
Oh, Robin. Get an alarm
missed
clock.
like 3 fights.
Right. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. That's pretty much this episode, actually.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, I'm like, did I miss anything? But no. All right, you guys. So before we move on, let's come up with, because there were so many good ones, come up with your shadiest moment.
Woo. This was a good episode for some shady moments.
Oh my gosh, how do I choose? Okay, I think that the shadiest moment was when Katie was like, did I call you dumb? Oh, no, wait, I think I actually called you stupid. Even though she had already called her that, I still think it's shady.
Yeah, I agree.
My shadiest moment that had me like on the floor was when Gizelle asked Katie, what's up with the wig? Did it die?
Yes.
But did it die though?
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I was going to say that. But I'll say another shady moment was just Robin putting Gizelle and Karen together in a suite.
Mm-hmm.
That was shady.
Yeah, exactly.
Shady.
Yeah, I think Karen, the comment she made about Giselle's wig, I think really all of the moments about Katie's wig. So the one where, Ashley said it's a horrible toupee. Horrible. I thought that was extra shady, but I'm sorry, Katie, it is horrible, girl. And then you mentioned it earlier. I really felt like Ashley got her good with the fill the void in your heart and not between your legs.
Yeah.
That was kind of like, whoa, how low can you go?
Yeah, she went low.
Ashley needs a shade school or something because she can get shady.
She can read.
Yeah.
She can read.
She can read.
She can get hurtful to me.
well.
Like I feel like shade is more like, that dress or that something like, but like your void, your legs, your kids, like come on, that's like
yeah. That's for the jugular.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, we will do the tweet section next. All right, so these are some tweets that I found during the episode from DC Native. This one's to my heart. When did Robin get the coins to sponsor a Bravo trip? She best not be spending her commission because she still owes her mama and wine.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yes, DC Native, I am there for it because that's exactly what I thought. Like,
Y'all don't think she can afford one trip?
Not for 6 or 7 people at Cayman Islands and suites.
I never believed that they pay for their stuff though.
Yeah.
I
Like,
always
they
believed
hate each other.
But they were sharing like rooms. Like, you know, most housewives, they don't
not
be
that
sharing
presidential suite. No,
True.
she can't. I mean, I think there are coming up. Like, she don't want her coming up, but I don't think they're quite there yet. I mean, then she might be able to do it, but then she gonna be trying to flip some more houses right quick. Okay, what's the next one? Okay, this one. I know Andy better give Katie enough coins to get some new wigs for next season. Yay, yay! And then Ashley can get a new wig for the confessional. Why is she still wearing that?
Talking about a horrible toupee.
Yeah.
I know, Ashley. What were you wearing in the confessional, and why are you still wearing it? This is like the 3rd episode with that horrible wig on your head.
Forehead sweater. Talking about somebody else.
Okay, and this is from Sweet Faced De Niro. Roll these receipts. They all said Michael was gay. Katie said it's not like a new thing, this topic, right? Especially about Michael.
I mean, the truth.
That is true.
Yeah.
Like, it's not new.
Yeah.
Why are you mad?
Ashley's fake hurt. Like, girl, you know, we've been talking about this for 3 seasons now.
Right.
Exactly. And Ashley has to admit that she knew Gizelle and Robin and everybody else has been coming for her. So I think, although she should have confronted Katie, in all honesty, is not worse than anybody else. For sure. For sure. All right. Gizelle for sure needs her money back from the therapist. She is a mess.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to say she deserves her money back because she's doing a little bit better, but she needs to keep going.
Yeah, she needs a few more sessions.
She needs a few more sessions because I think she still gets a little messy.
Yeah.
A little petty. All right, you guys. So we will move on to our news and gossip section. Take it away, Lauren.
Yeah, so we want to get into these looks from the reunion.
Yes.
I am so excited. We saw Katie kind of letting us know she wasn't invited, but we do have photos of the women who were invited. These are some of the looks. What do you guys think?
They all
Okay,
look
they went
super
white.
good.
I know. I was like,
Yeah, it's
white,
like very
they're all
bridal.
in white. Yes, very, very white, which isn't my thing. But I think they all look amazing.
They all look
Yeah.
really good.
Ashley looks great right
Yeah,
there.
especially since she
She's
literally
sitting.
just
And
had
Gizelle
her
looks like
baby.
super pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin, everybody looks great.
Yeah, I mean,
they
even
really do.
Karen still rocking that blonde
Yes.
fiercely. And I'm liking Candace's look as well.
Robin gave us some length.
Right. Robin
Gave us
got a
some
good
length.
wig.
Yes, Robin.
Okay, Robin really got some money from that house, y'all.
Right, Robin.
She done got a new wig. Okay.
Exactly.
Robin said she can sponsor a Bravo trip. Don't play with her.
She's living her best life.
Okay. I love it.
We also have the seating chart. So you'll notice Ashley and Gizelle are closest to Andy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The hot seats.
I saw a lot of comments of people saying that Candace should have been closer to Andy than Gizelle because Gizelle didn't have that much drama this season.
Very true.
Yeah, I agree. But you know, Gizelle was like, no.
Yeah.
And Candace was probably like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see how this season unfolds because I do feel like, well, we can get into it in predictions, but if she beefs with Robin, then she deserves that seat. Like, we don't know where that's going to go, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, so interesting, ladies. We're so excited. All right, you guys. So what are your predictions?
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I think that Robin is finally going to get the balls enough to tell that she's mad at Gizelle. She's not going to be normal Robin where she pops off, though, when she's mad. It's going to be, well, Gizelle, I feel like you did this to me. It's going to be a very friendly conversation. They're going to move past it.
I don't think Robin is going to get with Gizelle like she should, but she's going to do it like just enough for Gizelle to realize that she was wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's not. I don't think there's going to be a drawn-out fight between them. It's going to be settled in the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think they're going to fight. I don't know. They're going to fight.
Like fist fight?
Not
Squaring
fist fight.
up.
Like, I don't think Giselle's going to pull, I don't think there's going to be any hair, but I don't know. From the preview, I didn't really like Gizelle being like, oh, that was a broken record. So I feel like if Gizelle doesn't bow down, humble herself quickly enough, it could go a little bit bigger than it is.
Yeah.
And then I think obviously she and Karen are gonna. I don't think they're gonna resolve their thing this episode.
No. Or this lifetime.
Right.
Ever,
exactly.
yeah.
Ever at all. So that's the biggest thing I think. And yeah, I think that's it for my predictions. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much. That is our show for the evening, people. Before we go, ladies, where can they find you?
Hey guys, you can find me and wish me a happy birthday on Instagram at Lauren Out Loud and on YouTube at Lauren Mayo.
You guys can find me on Instagram at the Dani B.
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Lexi Pierce.
Okay, and I'm Erika Edwards. You can follow me on all of my social media at Erika, Erika, D as in door, Edwards. Ciao for now, folks.
Bye, guys.
Bye. You later.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.